Lady Cougar. It is rebound hole. Possession and a liberal game.
That was on number 2, Brooklyn Jordan, her first personal, first team foul for the Cougars.
We just started.
Here.
Everything was good.
At the free throw line, corner row number 23, Haley Contreras.
To Jordan, a 5'8".
Haley Contreras good on both free throws.
In while used to more, not the only sophomore, as she is joined by a 6'1" sophomore in Shamari Lewis. Lexi Miller, a of the lineup for the foul. Hannah McCarthy, correction, Haley Contreras, and Delgado. Delgado will be the, he is already committed to play basketball at the next, and she will be playing at Tabor College, a team with a program, just one season. Here is a split away. Lady Red already. This is going to be as base. That's on. And the rebound is taken in here by Salina South. Lady Cougars want to get back out on the run. Again, they fell in their third place match, or in their semifinal matchup yesterday. We'll go throughout the course of the broadcast and keep you up to date on all the latest happenings here at the SIT. This, of course, the final day of play. And a chance for Salina South to walk out of here with some hardware amidst what is still a phenomenal campaign. The Lady Cougars come in tonight, or rather this afternoon, at 6-3. And still in a very strong position. Here, sporting the road greens, and a three-pointer knocked home by Brooklyn Jordan will deliver the 3-2 lead here to the Lady Cougars. Salina South now back on their defensive end here, looking to get a stop and trying to make sure that they start this game on the right foot. Three-pointer now on the other end. That's off the mark, no good. Mercedes Tarver hits the deck, no foul called. We play on. Got to be careful here. Again, this is a very capable Liberal team, coached by Brandy Fowler. They will work the ball around. It's a baseline jumper. That flies, rims in and out, no good for Ellie Hatcher, and the rebound is taken in once again by Salina South. Brooklyn Jordan runs the point. She'll kick this in the corner. Salina South had stretches last night where they were able to knock down a lot of three-pointers awfully quickly. And it's just the format of the tournament, but again, it is quick back-to-back games, 3 days, 3 games, regardless of where you end up in the bracket. And for South, they played the last women's game of yesterday's winners bracket. They turn around and play the first game of the day here at Salina, or at Kansas Wesleyan. So talking about a team that has had about 12 hours to get some sleep, get some rest, and get back on the floor. Imagine tired legs probably for both of these teams, but again, that's part of the tournament format, and it's certainly part of playoff basketball. This is good preparation for what's to come here for both of these teams. Liberal has the inbound. They will get a, tough take underneath. That's nowhere near the mark. But it is deflected, they say. Last touch by Salina South. And an opportunity here for Liberal once again to inbound. They will throw this ball into the free throw line. Driving the inside, another miss underneath, this time for Shamari Lewis. Salina South wanted to get out on the run. They were trying to throw that ahead for Honesty McNeil, but nobody home. That'll lead to a 3 in transition that's off the mark. And both teams struggling to pry the lid off the basket as we're already about 3 minutes gone by. 4:36 left to play first quarter. Swinging around to McNeil. She'll fire away from downtown. Yes, sir. Honesty McNeil drills the tray. Salina South takes the, should be a 6-5 lead. Let me get that fixed on the scoreboard. For the time being, though, we play on. Liberal will kick this back into the corner once again. It finds the hands of Kylie Ryan. Now onto the block with Shamari Lewis. Lewis turns the corner, count the bucket, and one. And yep, that three-pointer was put on the board for Liberal. They're gonna have to get the scoreboard fixed here, as it should be 6. Now they've given the bucket to Salina South when it should belong to Liberal. Well, all sorts of mayhem at the scorer's table right now, but the free throw on the way. And that is off the mark. Peyton Fritz pulls it down, and it is now correct on the scoreboard, a 6-4 game. So with that squared away, Brooklyn Jordan gonna have her pocket picked, and Liberal brings the ball back up the floor here. Lady Red looking for a quick score, and instead will throw the ball away. Tamia Cheeks comes up with the steal. Cheeks, we were assured, okay ahead of this game. Again, she went down late in the contest yesterday, but none the worse for wear. One of the true leaders on this team, really the heart and soul of this squad, and one of the only true upperclassmen leaders. Again, you look at Mercedes Tarver's a senior, but aside from that, only 2 upperclassmen in this starting 5. Free throw on the way. Cheeks knocks it down. Salina South takes the 7-4 lead. Second free throw for Cheeks on the way. And that one is good as well. So Salina South cashing in at the line. They've got Liberal doubled up here early. And we'll look to extend that lead here on this side as the Lady Red bring the ball back up the floor. Dumping it off here on the inside. And we have got that is her first. Liberal, a dump off underneath and a lay in there for Shamari Lewis. Well, you knew this was going to be a battle back and forth, and so far it has been. We've seen Liberal get off to a slow start offensively. And a chance here for the end one as Briley Moss collects her first foul. Salina South back up the floor here with Peyton Fritz. Struggled a bit against a full court press yesterday. Here, kissing it off the window underneath is Honesty McNeil, and that's a big bucket for Salina South. As with 3 minutes to go, a block on the other end will keep it here with the Lady Red, but it remains a 3-point lead for the Lady Cougars. This ball dumped back in on the block, shot on the way, no good, left too strong. Rebound hauled in by Briley Moss. And the Lady Cougars back up the floor here once again. Salina South, at least early on, appear to be maybe the deeper team, as Liberal does have decent numbers, but not utilizing as much of their bench as what we thought they might. This ball going to be taken up here by Peyton Fritz, and it's out of bounds. Not a bad look there. Fritz claps her hands together in frustration, but it's a good shot. Just left a little bit off the back end there. Liberal goes back to work here from the high post. They'll kick this ball back around, keeping it on the perimeter. Nothing too crazy here as Abilene has settled into their zone defense. It's a 2-3 zone. keeping an eye on the players on the wings, and you can see just waiting to jump passing lanes. They've done such a good job creating chaos. Here they're going to concede an open three-point look, but Fritz rips down the rebound off the miss there for Kylie Ryan. And back the other way, a Euro step for Tamia Cheeks, gets her own miss, goes back up, and drops it in the cup for 2 more. That's a big bucket, and it will prompt a timeout, just a 30-second timeout, but that gives us a moment to remind you that coverage of this morning's games are brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Salina Septic Service, and Commercial Tire Center. Once again, glad to be bringing you coverage. SIT, 2 third-place games on our Salina Post Sports Network. We'll have coverage of this one for you here right now as Salina South's girls are looking to walk away with some hardware against a Liberal team looking to do the same. And then coming up here at 11:30, we will have coverage as Abilene's boys look to get a big win and cap off their tournament. They will take on the boys team of Great Bend in the second third-place game. Again, that one coming your way at 11:30 right here on KI. On the working the ball around here at the top. They've got it back in the hands of Kylie Ryan. Ryan will go. Defensive effort out of Tamia Cheeks. Again, I know she's one of the top scoring options on this team, but her defensive effort is something that really cannot go understated. Here's a shot underneath, but a whistle and a foul going to be called. And for Salina South, they are going to tag that one on the inside. Is at the free throw line. The free throw on the way, and the first is good. Let's try to check and confirm here for Salina South. That foul goes on Isabel Maxton. It's this year. 2 points on the board, courtesy of Ellie Hack. Here comes 5 out look. It's loose. Liberal keeping everything tight on the out. Poked away, taken up here by El Barth. Barth gets her way to the block. Her shot's going to be bothered, and Tarver tries to save it. We've got a foul on the floor. And the foul's going to be tagged here on Zoe Torres. Ball taken back into the corner, trying to get this inside to Fritz. Whistle and a foul, and that's the risk you run. The catch-deny game, you got to be careful. Camila Delgado picks up the foul. Again, she's the one that they need to make sure they... First free throw is so far. Salina South doing a good job of keeping Liberal out at arm's length.
I can get it.
Oh, shoot. Well, I have a power ball I can go into. I just need an outlet. Those outlets are all taken.
Back the other way. Good dump off underneath.
It doesn't matter to me.
Leads to a take. Rebound pulled down off the miss by El Barth. Final 22 seconds. We'll see here if South wants to play for the last shot of the quarter. They'll swing the ball around on the wing to Cheeks. Now back into the hands of Barth. Riley Moss dumps this off underneath. That's Peyton Fritz. Her shot too strong. Cheeks skies for the rebound. 10 seconds left. Liberal brings the ball back down the floor. They will try to throw it all the way up. And it's out of bounds with 5 seconds remaining. So a golden opportunity here, 4.8 seconds. South's got to get the ball across midcourt fast. They get it in here to Mercedes Tarver. Tarver tries to throw it up the floor to Cheeks. It's knocked out of bounds. And now, with just 2.3 seconds left, South going to make a sub. They get one of their best three-point shooters on the floor in Honesty McNeil. McNeil will be the inbounder here, trying to get the ball up the floor. They will almost do so to Fritz. And they're going to say liberal basketball. Boy, it looked like it was deflected out by a red jersey, but either way, that's likely going to take us to the end of the quarter. I don't think Liberal has time to get a shot up here. They will catch, try to turn, didn't have time for it, and yeah, the shot would have gone down. It was off the mark, and that will bring us to the end of quarter number 1. We will step away, but when we come back, it's more third place action from the SIT. Salina South leads the way over Liberal, 14-9, and you're watching right here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Welcome back inside Maybe Arena, home of the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes, who, for what it's worth, will be back here tonight to take on Oklahoma Wesleyan. We'll have coverage of those games for you on KINA, but here it is the Salina Post Game of the Week. It's the third place game between Liberal and Salina South, and it's right here as part of our extended SIT coverage throughout the course of the week. 3 area schools, 6 area teams doing battle this week, and glad to bring you as much of this coverage as we could in what has been yet another thrilling tournament across the board. Always a blast whenever these schools come down here to Salina and roll through this tournament. Again, one of the better midseason tournaments you'll see across the state of Kansas, as Tamia Cheeks, boy, had the ball and then just turns it over. Probably had a little bit more time as she was falling to the floor, but the first bucket of the quarter is going to belong to Liberal here. It was a 14-9 South lead after 1. Cheeks the other way. Fritz pulls down the rebound off the miss. She's immediately double teamed, but not without contact. And a jump ball is the call. Arrow points to Salina South, so they will keep the basketball here, but lose out on the arrow. Ball's going to be tossed in here. Lost momentarily, and now a double dribble is the call on Mercedes Tarver. Ball's going to be deflected away. Liberal will keep it. Lady Red still working the ball around the perimeter here in between the circles. They've got it out on the wing. Deep three-pointer going to be fired away off the mark there for Haley Contreras. But I'll tell you what, for that kind of range, that was not too far off the mark, all things considered. Here they'll take another three-pointer, and this one goes down. This for Hannah McCarter. And just like that, it's a tie game, 14-14. Salina South looking for the answer. It's a 5-0 run to start the second quarter here for Liberal. South still working the ball around the perimeter. They will hand this off back in the hands of Mercedes Tarver. Tarver looking to turn the corner. Going to be stripped here, and now it's a foot race to the basket, and a foot race that will be won by Haley Contreras, who gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. And the foul going to be called on Mercedes Tarver. For Tarver, it's just her first. Timeout called by Salina South. They want to talk it over. It's a full timeout. We will take it as well. Back with more third place coverage at the SIT when we return. You're listening and watching live coverage of this game on the Salina Post Sports Network.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Welcome back here inside Mabee Arena. Tyler Henry alongside you courtside. Avery Cadle handling camera duties tonight. 5:57 remaining in a tie game. The winner of this one walks away with third place and some SIT hardware. And each of these teams looking to avoid, maybe more importantly for the overall season, taking a two-game losing streak into the rest of the regular season down the stretch. Second free throw off the mark here, but an offensive rebound going to be taken in by Liberal. They will swing the ball back around, and now Salina South finds themselves trying to fend them off. Cheeks dives in, tries to make a stop. Here's a up and under move. And what do we have here? It's another jump ball. This time the arrow favors Liberal. Again, you may feel the whistle is quick, but it's been consistent. You got to appreciate that. As the Lady Red will look to throw this in, they will do so at the top. It comes in to Camila Delgado. Cross-court pass to the opposite corner. Three-pointer flies. That's off the mark. Almost another offensive board, but this time Salina South finally able to pull it down, and they will bring the ball back up the floor. Ball taken in here by Mercedes Tarver. Now back into the hands of McNeil, top of the key. McNeil swings it around to Tamia Cheeks, dumps it off on the block. That's Tarver. Kicks out, three-pointer for Fritz, off the mark, but the rebound is pulled in as McNeil has it again. 5:12 left to go. South still looking for their first basket of the second quarter. Long two flies for Tarver. That's off the mark. Rebound is going to be tipped up in the air. It goes around on the inside and then falls to a red jersey. They will fire an outlet pass, save it to the corner. Three-pointer flies, and that's good for Kylie Ryan. Boy, what a sequence for the Lady Red. It leads to another big three-pointer, and it extends the run here. It is now an 8-0 run to start the second quarter for Liberal. Ball's dumped off on the block, and there we go. Peyton Fritz immediately goes to work, turns her back to the basket, and cashes in for two. Boy, you love to see that out of Peyton Fritz. Again, she has been such a boon to this team in just her sophomore year. And one of the best bigs in the area, still developing. You can still see putting the pieces together here, just her second year of varsity action, but she is going to be a really special player, already a special player, but you got to think by the junior, senior year, Peyton Fritz is going to be a menace on the inside. Three-pointer flies, rebound pulled in by Cheeks, wants to get out and run the floor, steps back, pops a shot, that's left short, and the rebound is taken in by Liberal, as the Lady Red will bring the ball back up the floor here. They almost lose out, got to be careful with that, as they will swing it around back into the hands of Haley Contreras. Contreras backs down into the corner, and a foul is called with 3:40 to go. Again, Salina South led 14-9 at the end of the first quarter, but then an 8-0 run by Liberal allowed the Lady Red to take a 1-point lead. And we have got 2-for-2 swaps here for each side as Salina South returns Brooklyn Jordan to the floor, as well as Briley Moss. Liberal gets the ball in on the left wing. They will work it back around, now on the right wing. Still working in between the perimeter, between the circles. Ball comes back down through a double team. Count the basket and one. Shamari Lewis. That is a big-time bucket. And the foul goes against Peyton Fritz. It's just her first, but something you always keep in the back of your mind when you watch this team. Free throw on the way and good. Cashed in by Shamari Lewis.
Shamari Lewis completes the three-point play.
And Salina South back on it here, but they now find themselves trailing by 4. Led by 5 at the half, looking to make a bounce back. Three-pointer from the corner, yes sir! El Barth knocks it down, and that is huge to get Salina South back within 1. Drive the other way, sets up a potential three-pointer. Turned down though wisely, is navigating traffic. A little teardrop floater goes down for Haley Contreras. And all of a sudden, both teams finding their footing on offense. 22-19, the Liberal lead. Another steal, and it's going to be another run out as Lewis looking to win the foot race. What a block from behind, though. Tamia Cheeks came out of absolutely nowhere and swatted that away from behind. What an athletic play by Tamia Cheeks. Boy, you gotta love the effort, selling out to make the stop and ultimately succeeding in doing so. South on their last possession got a corner three from El Barth. Wonder what option they might turn to here, down by 3. Still a lot of basketball left to be played in a 3-point game, 2:40 remaining. Here in the first half, and another ball almost poked away, but it will stay with, well, now it's thrown away. And it's a one-on-one foot race. Brooklyn Jordan up the floor, but she will not be able to get there in time to stop Haley Contreras. And the points in transition continue here for Liberal. Tamia Cheeks, turnaround jumper on the way, no good. Tries to get her own rebound. And it will stay with the Lady Cougars here. Salina South fortunate to keep it here. Perhaps a bit rushed. Either way, trying to sort things out here on the offensive end. Peyton Fritz left open for 3, just about knocked it down. Again, she's got range for a forward, but unable to connect on this occasion. And Liberal now with a chance to extend their lead. Ball almost stolen away, Central or South. Right there in the mix, fighting for it, and a foul on the inside will send Lexi Miller to the free throw line, and let's see who it's on. It's going to be called on Briley Moss. For Moss, that is her second.
14 foul.
First free throw is on the way.
14, Lexi Miller.
Liberal leads 24-19. Another free throw coming here. Salina South will make another sub. Tamia Cheeks comes out. Honesty McNeil comes back on. And Lexi Miller at the line for her second of 2. Will knock it down. So Miller knocks down the free throw, a 1-for-2 trip at the stripe. 25-19, the new Liberal lead. The Lady Red have really come out and controlled the second quarter. Peyton Fritz starting to get double teamed on the block. Fires this all the way across. Barth hit a 3 from the opposite corner. Can't get the one from this short corner here, but they're gonna give it back out to her. Boy, you could tell she thought about taking the 3 there, probably wisely turned it down. And Brooklyn Jordan tries to slip the ball underneath to Peyton Fritz, but that was just not there. Gotta be careful. Again, Salina South, turnovers were kind of their undoing last night. And we've seen something similar here in this one. A lot of runouts, a lot of transition baskets for Liberal. Again, they trailed 14-9 at the end of the quarter. They now lead 25-19. Good movement, sets up a 3. Jordan pulls down the rebound here for South. And here come the Lady Cougars, and they turn it over again. And it's another transition lay-in for Shamari Lewis. Lewis has been the primary culprit on a lot of these runouts. And she is a big reason that her team right now leads 27-19. She leads all scorers with 12 points. Here's Peyton Fritz going to work in the paint. Her shot underneath, no good. Fritz has been held in check for the most part tonight. Has just the 1 point, or correction, the 4 points. 2 makes, both on the inside. Liberal working back on it here once again, shoveling out in the high post, 20 seconds remaining, corner 3 flies, and it's knocked down. Another big one for Ellie Hatcher. And it's now an 11-point lead, the biggest of the morning for the Lady Red. Salina South in desperate need of a bucket here before the break. Peyton Fritz fires a 3, that's off the mark, and that will bring us to the intermission. Salina South got off to a good start, but it was an excellent second quarter for the Lady Red of Liberal, and they go from trailing by 5 to leading by 11 in the span of just 8 minutes. We'll step away, but when we come back, take a look at other scores and happenings around the SIT. That's next on our coverage of the SIT here for you on the Salina Regional Orthopedic Game Week.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC and Salina are hiring. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer chronic, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Gabe with Sage Products in Salina, offering industrial strength products that get the job done right. We are featuring hospital grade disinfectant sprays, wipes, and hand sanitizers to keep you safe this time of year. We carry toilet paper with a large assortment of hand towels. Check out our private line of colorful products like Mom's Streak-Free Glass Cleaner or our friendly Amazing Green Bowl Cleaner. Go online to sageselects.com, visit our Ninth Street location in Salina, or call 309-1919.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything. The winter season may be here, but paintball fun is still waiting for you at Elite Sports. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, located 5 miles south of Salina, is open for special winter hours. Get the group together and visit Elite Sports on Saturdays and Sundays this winter from 11 until 4. Elite Sports features low-impact paintballs for the beginners or little ones, so everyone can have more fun. Visit them online at salinapaintballcomplex.com. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, open and waiting for you this weekend.
The Jeep Black Friday sales event is your chance to save big all month long. Hi, this is Dane at Marshall Motors in Salina. Take 10% off MSRP on the 23 Grand Cherokee. That's $9,500 off. If it's a Jeep Gladiator you've been looking at, now you can get up to $14,000 off a new Jeep Gladiator Sport. Shop everything Jeep, new and pre-owned. Save big at the Black Friday sales event at Marshall Motors in Salina and online at marshallmotor.com.
It's the holidays, the most glorious time of the year. Friends and family coming to your home to celebrate with dinner and drinks and that terrible, horrendous smell. What is that? That is your septic system backing up into your home and making your holiday stink. If you haven't had your septic system pumped out and cleaned in the last 3 years, you're asking for trouble. Call Salina Septic Service today, and we will make sure your holiday is jolly and bright. Salina Septic Service, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and worry-free holiday season.
It's the holiday season, and that means holiday gifts for you from Salina Medical Aesthetics. Now through the end of the year, purchase 1 syringe of filler and get 10 units of Botox as your holiday gift. Cruise into winter with the SME Brighten and Tighten Laser Package. 4 dye VL and 4 clear lift treatments for face and neck, just $2,500. Botox is also 10% off. Treat yourself or those you love with specials and gift cards from Salina Medical Aesthetics. See more online with social media and salinamedesthetics.org.
Hey, welcome back in here at Navy Arena. Tyler Henry alongside you. Time now for us to take a look at other happenings on our area scoreboard. And boy, midseason tournament week has already gotten into full swing. Obviously, this is the final day for most tournaments. Several already wrapping up on Friday, but let's go ahead and take a look here at the Salina Invitational Tournament. We'll begin here on the girls' side. There will be 4 games today. On the winner's bracket here, it's the 3rd place game between Salina South and Liberal. And this game sees the Lady Red of Liberal in the lead, 30-19. Taking a look at the championship game, that will be between Andover and Great Bend, and that'll be played back here at Navy Arena on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan at 1 p.m. And then on the consolation bracket, you've got a 5th place game between Salina Central and Mueller at 1 p.m. over at Salina South. But right now, there is another game taking place that sees one of our area teams in action as the Abilene Cowgirls are taking on Junction City. The 7th place game at Salina South, again getting underway at 10 a.m. Elsewhere on the boys' side, we've got another full slate for you here at the SIT at 11:30. We will have coverage right back here on the Salina Post as the Abilene boys take on Great Bend in a battle for 3rd place. That one gets underway at about 11:30 a.m. here on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan. Championship game of the SIT will take place between Andover and Wichita South back here at K-Dub at 2:30 this afternoon. Other games happening on the boys' side, a 5th place game between Salina Central and Liberal at 2:30. And just after the first game over at Salina South will be in action at home against Mueller in the 7th place game at 11:30. That, once again, is a look at your area scoreboard presented by Salina Surgical Hospital. We'll step away one more time, but when we come back, it's the 3rd quarter of play. Salina South looking to punch back. They find themselves down by 11 here as we head out of the halftime break. Again, you are listening and watching coverage of the SIT, and it's brought to you by our friends at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. From your sidelined by injury Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Gabe with Sage Products in Salina, offering industrial strength products that get the job done right. We are featuring hospital-grade disinfectant sprays, wipes, and hand sanitizers to keep you safe this time of year. We carry toilet paper with a large assortment of hand towels. Check out our private line of colorful products like Mom's Streak-Free Glass Cleaner or our friendly Amazing Green Bowl Cleaner. Go online to sageselects.com, visit our 9th Street location in Salina, or call 309-1919.
And with that, I want to welcome you back inside the campus of Kansas Wesleyan, maybe arena, for continued coverage here of the SIT on the Salina Post Sports Network. Tyler Henry alongside you, Avery Cadle on camera today, and a rare morning game. I keep saying this afternoon and this evening, it is objectively morning. 10:42 a.m. as we get set to get the second half of play underway. And again, for Liberal, they had just 9 points at the end of the first quarter. They trailed 14-9. I know I keep coming back to that stat, but this is a game that sees the Lady Red come out and outscore Salina South. In that second quarter alone, it was 21-10. And that run really carried them through the day. Ball's dumped off here to Peyton Fritz, whistle and a foul. And that's going to give free throws to Peyton Fritz here as Salina South now working right to left as we view it here, and free throws maybe a chance to get Fritz rolling a bit here. First free throw is off the mark. Score remains 30-19. Another coming here for Fritz. Second free throw on the way and good. And Liberal will bring the ball back the other way. Hook shot the other way, rebound ripped away by Fritz off the Liberal miss. And Salina South now back the other way. Trying to work on this, it's tipped out of bounds. Lady Cougars back within 2 here. Ball's gonna be worked around to Mia Cheeks, hits the deck, a whistle and a foul there. And they are going to call that on Haley Contreras. That's a big foul for Contreras, that's her third. Here's a lob into Fritz, who goes right to the rack and just left it too strong. And you wonder if Fritz is just a little bit off today. Again, it's been chances on the interior, just hasn't been able to put them away. And Liberal with another opportunity to stretch the lead back out. It stays double digits as they swing the ball back onto the wing, now into the corner. Ellie Hatcher has it. She'll give it up. Another three-pointer flies. That's off the mark. A lot of contact there. And Fritz is going to throw this up the floor to Tamia Cheeks, who will go right to the rack and score with the right hand. Boy, you gotta love that. How about the court vision out of the sophomore Peyton Fritz? And that's going to prompt a timeout to be called. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Back with more SIT coverage when we return. Salina South down, but only by 8 here on the third place game on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Welcome back in here on the Salina Post Sports Network. Tyler as we work our way through third place coverage of the SIT here on the girls' side. Salina South trailed 30-19 going into the break, but they've got the first 3 points, and Peyton Fritz has played a role in putting all 3 of those on the board. Had the one made free throw, and then the other way, the assist up the floor that prompted the timeout as she set Tamia Cheeks up for a big bucket. Salina South almost forces a turnover here, and will continue to press and push and try to make something of this as they swing the ball back onto the wing. Now dumping off on the block. We've got a whistle and another foul as they got the ball inside to Camila Delgado. And the foul for Salina South is going to be called on Mercedes Tarver, and that is her third. So Tarver checks out here with the 3 fouls. Returning in her stead is Briley Moss. Ball's going to be deflected around. Plink goes back into the hands of a green jersey. It's ripped away by Brooklyn Jordan, and Salina South with a chance to push. We've seen a lot of early quarter runs, and now a reach-in foul is going to be on tag to Camila Delgado. I'll tell you what, for a player that's headed to the KCAC next year, Delgado's been quiet early on. 3 fouls, 0 points. And will immediately be replaced here by Zoe Torres. Tamia Cheeks gets the ball right around the timeline. She'll walk it up here for Salina South. 5:50 remaining here in quarter number 3. Swing pass, top of the key, back to Brooklyn Jordan. Back on it now, working the ball around. Now to Cheeks. Cheeks a drive, left it short off the bottom of the backboard. And that foul is going against Shamari Lewis. So already 14 fouls for Liberal. We still have 4:36 to go here in the third quarter alone. And Tamia Cheeks misses the first free throw. But you get the feeling opportunities aplenty going to be coming at the stripe for Salina South given the foul count. If they can continue attacking the basket. Second free throw for Cheeks, and a rare 0 for 2 trip as Tamia Cheeks misses them both, and it remains an 8-point game. Trying to go all the way in transition, driving right into a foul, count the bucket and 1. Kylie Ryan got on her horse. Foul's going to be tagged on Elle Barth, and that is the second team foul on Salina South. Lady Red trying to drive the inside, and a foul going to be called on Peyton Fritz. And for Fritz, that is her second. It's going to give free throws here on the other end to Zoe Torres. First free throw up and good. Liberal finally gets their first points of the third quarter here. Again, they got out to a sizable lead. Since then, they've gone awfully quiet. Fritz pulls down the rebound here off the miss. Salina South wants to get up and out on the run. Brooklyn Jordan tries to slip this out. They will save it with McNeil in the corner. Now back once again to Brooklyn Jordan in between the circles. Jordan calls for a screen. Gives the ball back up. Cheeks has a lane, has a euro, and has a bucket. Boy, how good has Tamia Cheeks been throughout the course of this tournament? 8 points. She leads all Lady Cougars, and now a turnover is going to be forced here. With 5 minutes to go, Salina South, the beneficiary, as it looks like Liberal wants to dial up the press. Lady Cougars gonna return the favor though and throw the ball away themselves. And Liberal back up the floor here with Kylie Ryan. Ryan goes back to Hatcher, fires a three, it's off the mark. Jordan there for the rebound. Salina South looking to get the ball back up the floor cleanly. Again, they've struggled to break the press. Jordan almost goes coast to coast herself. McNeil gonna pull down the rebound, go back up and take the contact. She is fouled. It's going to be on Kylie Ryan. It's her first, but more importantly, the 15th foul of the quarter with 4:21 to go, and that's going to prompt a timeout to be called here by the Lady Red. They want to talk it over. It's a full timeout. We will take it as well. Back with more third place coverage from the SIT when we return. Again, you're tuned in right here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
The winter season may be here, but paintball fun is still waiting for you at Elite Sports. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, located 5 miles south of Salina, is open for special winter hours. Get the group together and visit Elite Sports on Saturdays and Sundays this winter from 11 until 4. Elite Sports features low-impact paintballs for the beginners or little ones, so everyone can have more fun. Visit them online at salinapaintballcomplex.com. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, open and waiting for you this weekend.
Welcome back in here on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan Mabee Arena. Free throws coming here for Salina South's very own Honesty McNeil. And a chance to continue this run. Her free throw, though, no good. Salina South leaving opportunities at the line. Second free throw for McNeil, left that one too strong as well. So 31-24 remains our score. Salina South trying to get back into this one, and that will not help their cause. A drive, a bucket, and an and one for Kylie Ryan as Liberal continues to attack on the inside.
Foul is on number 3, Riley Moss, her third personal.
It's going to be the third personal on Riley Moss in this game. And a chance for even more here for Kylie Ryan. Free throw no good. Brooklyn Jordan pulls down the rebound. If she looks up, she's got McNeil. She'll fire it out to her now. McNeil goes up and left her shot too strong. And insult to injury, a rebounding foul going to be called on her. McNeil picks up her first. That's big.
Foul's on number 30.
It's the 15th foul against Salina South. They're going to say Liberal was already in possession, and we're going the other way for free throws. Again, we're still very early into the third quarter, and both teams already in the bonus.
Number 5,
Free throw is made here by Shamari Lewis. 13 points for her tonight, leads all scorers. Second free throw is good as well. And it's back to an 11-point Liberal lead. Lady Red going to bring out the full court press once again. Again, this has been one of the troubled spots for Salina South in this tournament. They do succeed, though, in getting the ball up to Fritz. They'll kick it out. Three-pointer flies from the wing off the mark. And the rebound taken in by Ryan, who will recollect and run the floor here for Liberal. Ryan kicks out, corner pump fake. Driving in, trying to feed this through for a baseline drive. And a foul is going to be called here on Honesty McNeil. So that's two quick ones on McNeil. Now she's got 3.
To the free throw line for Liberal, number 20, Zoe.
And more free throws coming here for Liberal. Zoe Torres, first free throw, in and out, no good. Chance to make it a 12-point lead, and will do so as Zoe Torres puts the biscuit in the basket. South up the floor here, swinging around top of the key, back into the hands here of Briley Moss. Now to Brooklyn Jordan. Jordan a handoff to Cheeks, wants to drive, and Tamia Cheeks another bucket. She's got 10 tonight. This morning, that's going to continue to get me, I tell you right now. Still not even noon yet. Early morning basketball here at the SIT. Trying to make sure the floor is cleared for a couple of college games on this floor here tonight. As Cheeks pokes the ball away again, and staying pesky is Tamia Cheeks. Again, she has done such a good job of hassling players on the exterior. Just not giving anybody any room to breathe. (36-26). Deflected, kick it back out, wide open three-point shot is taken, and this is going to roll out of bounds. It'll be South basketball. Feels like it's been a while since the Lady Cougars had a chance to really possess in this game. But working on it now. Jordan a drive, and contact on Cheeks on the outside. Foul's going to be called here on Hannah McCarter. For McCarter, that is just her first, but like I mentioned before, with 4 minutes to go, both teams already in the bonus, and plenty of free throw opportunities here. First free throw is up and in here for Tamia Cheeks. 11 points already for the Lady Cougar Junior. Gets them both here, and Fritz took a spill. And if that foul's on Liberal, the free throws are going to continue here. She didn't fall down on her own. Probably. Discussion going to be had here about what we're seeing, but yeah, Fritz is at the line. So count the free throw, the foul on Zoe Torres, and 2 more free throws here. And Fritz gets the first. One free throw down, 1 more to go. Fritz is second on the way, and smooth as silk to bring her team back within 6. This is the closest that South has had it here in the third quarter. But a dump off and an and one the other way for Camila Delgado might just undo most of the work, as she's already got 2, count the bucket, a chance for 3 here. She can make 1 more. Free throw opportunity Crawls through, Cheeks back up the floor, and another transition lay-in for Tamia Cheeks. 14 points. She is now even with Shamari Lewis. Those two lead all scorers. And just continuing to pour it on here. Liberal back on the baseline here with Haley Contreras. McCarter has it now. Still staying cautious on the outside here. Liberals attack the rim a little bit less. Although now they dump it off on the inside. This is right where they want it. And that's who they want it in the hands of. Camila Delgado had a really slow start to this game. But she's got the last 4 points. Tamia Cheeks, though, there with the answer and has been. Boy, another great look for Tamia Cheeks. She's got 15 points tonight, this morning. 40-33 our score with 1:18 left to go here in the third quarter. Sidestep here, ball's poked away. Barth gets bumped. It's gonna lead to a dump off underneath and an easy lay-in for Lexi Miller.
14, Lexi Miller.
See if Cheeks has the answer once again. She's got the last 4 points for Salina South. Takes a touch on the outside, goes to Fritz. Fritz will give it back up and set the screen. Not a ton of movement right now. Salina South, a double team on Jordan on the outside, and she is fouled. So Hannah McCarter collects the foul, and Brooklyn Jordan goes to the line to shoot a pair.
Number 2, Brooklyn Jordan.
It's the second foul on McCarter. And Jordan's free throw. Well, it may be a Saturday morning, but the bank is open. Drops it home. Second free throw for Jordan. That one off the mark. Fritz fighting for the rebound. It's out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch by Salina South. Liberal will take over. Lady Red back on the basketball. Drive, block for Cheeks. And an offensive foul going to be called here against Liberal. That's huge. South will have a chance to bring it up, although somebody's got to throw the ball in. Peyton Fritz will volunteer. Cheeks on the block through the double team and lays it in with the right hand. Strong move for Tamia, or correction, for Peyton Fritz. And final 10 seconds now ticking off the clock here. As Liberal brings the ball back up the floor, they have it poked away and they will keep it, but good defense for Elle Barth. Continuing to cause problems here. Barth checks out. Salina South ready to go here defensively. Ball comes into Liberal. Time down to 4, now down to 3 with 2, with 1. Hanging, firing, it's off the mark. And the third quarter is in the books. We will step away when we come back. It's the fourth and final quarter of the third place game here at the SIT on the women's side. 42-37 is the lead for Liberal. And you're tuning in right here on the Salina Post Game of the Week.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back in here as we go to the fourth and final quarter of the third place game between Salina South and Liberal. And boy, I'll tell you what, after the second quarter, it looked like Liberal might just run away with this one. Again, they trailed 14-9 at the end of the first quarter, but after that, they went on a run. 30-19 was their lead at halftime. Salina South, though, they have cut into that hard. They have whittled it down, and they find themselves trailing by just 5 points as we enter the final 8 minutes of this contest. Again, the Lady Cougars looking to go home with some hardware here and would love to do it in their hometown as Liberal goes right back to the well inside. Offensive rebound, second chance opportunity. Ball poked out. Mercedes Tarver has it for the Lady Cougars. And they are back up the floor here with Brooklyn Jordan. Jordan slicing to the inside, turns her back, has it blocked and taken away though. And Shamari Lewis will run the floor here as a transition jumper flies, misses badly. Tarver there to pull down the rebound. And Salina South back the other way once again. Up the floor to Fritz, who goes to the cup. Count it, and one. Peyton Fritz has come on strong here in the second half. She's now got 11 points, and her team is within one possession. You'll love to see that out of Fritz. Would have been easy for her to hang her head after the slow start, but just absolutely refused. And can bring her team within 2, and does so. 12 points for Peyton Fritz, 15 points already for Tamia Cheeks, who's checked back into the game. And like I said, Salina South, they're right back in it. It's a 2-point ball game with 6:55 to play. Adjustments made, they've been positive here. Ellie Hatcher, cross-court pass to Kylie Ryan. Ryan goes baseline, had it poked out. Now back to Contreras. Contreras lobs it underneath, somehow finds its intended target. Rebound going to be pulled down here, and now the Lady Cougars want to get out on the run. Brooklyn Jordan shut down, out to Tarver. Swing pass into the corner. Bartha 3 for the lead. It's off the mark, and the rebound pulled in by Hannah McCarter, and a foul called. And if that's on Tarver, which it is not, it's on Tamia Cheeks. It's just her first. Tarver will check out. 42-40 our score. And Liberal will bring the ball up the floor here. Trying to overturn this bout of momentum. All of a sudden that Salina South has found. Ball comes into the corner, dumped off underneath. Tough take, but it comes right back to the shooter. Second chance, no good. Shamari Lewis gets back again and goes up for a third time. Finally drops it in and restores the 2-possession lead to Liberal. 16 points tonight for Shamari Lewis. Again, she leads all scorers, and Salina South turns it over. And that really was the biggest difference between the first and second quarter. South has been very good tonight when they've not turned the ball over. The turnovers have been an area of concern. 5:35 remaining in the ball game. South down by 4. Liberal with the lead and the ball, trying to make it 7. But the three-pointer off the mark, and Jordan pulls down the long rebound. Now she's in the corner, trap timeout called, and they will take a full timeout. Will Salina South. We'll take it with them. Lady Cougars down, but only by 4. Third place game of the SIT right here on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Gabe with Sage Products in Salina, offering industrial strength products that get the job done right. We are featuring hospital-grade disinfectant sprays, wipes, and hand sanitizers to keep you safe this time of year. We carry toilet paper with a large assortment of hand towels. Check out our private line of colorful products like Mom's Streak-Free Glass Cleaner or our friendly Amazing Green Bowl Cleaner. Go online to sageselects.com, visit our 9th Street location in Salina, or call 309-1919.
Welcome back here at Navy Arena. Tyler Henry with you courtside. Avery Cadle on camera tonight. Salina South leading or down 44-40, but they've come all the way back from the brink. They've got the momentum and they've got the basketball. Well, they no longer have the basketball. Trying to throw the ball up the floor to Tamia Cheeks. And a bit too ambitious was the pass. That'll turn it over. Coverage of this morning's games brought to you by our friends at Elite Sports Paintball Complex, APAC Shears, and the Bennington State Bank. Here is a beautiful pass, finds its intended target. They're trying to pull it back out here for Lewis, who goes the other way. First shot no good. Fritz is up, pulls down the rebound, gets it up here to Fritz, or to Cheeks, who wants to run the floor. And Tamia Cheeks will drive in and head to the line to shoot two. Even when Tamia Cheeks has not knocked down shots from the floor, she has been excellent at getting to the line. Again, 15 points for her, and the Stars have come to play for Salina South today. First free throw for Cheeks is no good, but can still make this a one-possession game with another make. Second free throw for Cheeks, off the window and in. And it is a three-point game. Salina South trailed by as many as 11 points. They are now within 3. Got to think the momentum favors the squad in green. Another miss here, but another offensive rebound going to be taken in, handed off. Jumper on the way is good for Ellie Hatcher. And that makes it a two-possession game once more. Brooklyn Jordan back up the floor, gives it up here, once again finds the hands of Cheeks. Cheeks calling for a teammate, back to Jordan in the corner. And South is going to lose it again, another turnover. These have been costly for the Lady Cougars. Shamari Lewis back on it, kicks out. They have a wide open Kylie Ryan, didn't want her there, and will settle into a half-court set. Ball comes back out on the outside here to Hatcher. Swing pass into the corner. Three-pointer flies for Liberal. That would have been a big one. Instead, Riley Moss pulls down the rebound, and here comes Cheeks. It's 2-on-1, but numbers don't seem to phase her. And she travels with the basketball. I'm going to put this in massive air quotes, allegedly. I got to agree with the crowd. I do not think she traveled there. That looked like a clean Euro step. But the travel is called. And that hurts the Salina South cause with 5-point deficit, 3:42 to go. Liberal with a chance to stretch their lead even further here. Turn down a jumper to take a drops it in. And with 3:30 to go, it is a 7-point Liberal lead. Foul on the entry pass here as Camila Delgado will pick up her 5th, and she's done. That's big. Camila Delgado is just fouled out of this game. And that's going to allow Salina South, hopefully, to use their advantage on the inside and let Peyton Fritz go to work, because, again, that's the biggest players size-wise on this team. Zoe Torres is 5'9",
In the Liberal lineup, number 21.
but they bring Ellie Hatcher in instead. Hatcher stands in at 6 foot. So she'll be tasked with guarding Fritz here. 3 fouls already for her. And we play on through an errant buzzer. Salina South, top of the key here. Time running down, they're down by 7. Back to Brooklyn Jordan, swing pass around, dump it inside to Fritz, and there it is, the 4th foul on Ellie Hatcher. So Camila Delgado fouls out, and Ellie Hatcher, the only other player with the size to really guard Fritz inside, has just picked up her 3rd. See where the Lady Cougars want to go with this. Right to Fritz, no surprises there. Swing it around back to Barth. Still 2:50 to play, but got to get something up here. South back to Jordan, swing it around once again. Now into the hands of Moss. Jordan puts her back to the basket. Drives to the inside, now to Cheeks. Cheeks left all alone, goes up, count it, and 1. How good has Tamia Cheeks been tonight? Unbelievable, 16 points to lead all scorers, and a chance to get Salina South back within 4. "30-second timeout called on the floor. We'll go ahead and step away and take it as well. Back with more when we return. The final 2:36 of the 3rd place game here at the SIT on the Salina Post Sports Network.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Out of the timeout, we resume play here. Free throw coming for Tamia Cheeks off the 3-point play. Chance to get her team back within 4 points. And that may be better as the offensive board taken in off the miss and laid back in by Peyton Fritz, and now it's a 1-possession game, and South steals the inbound. Salina South, an and 1, a missed free throw, a lay-in, and then an immediate steal. They get it back out to Cheeks on the wing. But again, it completely changes the dynamic. All of a sudden, this is a 1-possession game, and they get it here with Brooklyn Jordan, who will kick in the corner. Swinging around, pump fake here on a 3, back out to Cheeks on the wing. Tamia Cheeks wants to go baseline, tries to lob it up, get it to Fritz. Those two still battling. Ball comes down and into the hands, pushed up the floor now to Zoe Torres. And now you'll see Liberal probably melt a little bit of clock. Ball kicked into the corner. Thrown in, backdoor cut, kick in the corner here. Wisely turning down the 3. Again, I think Liberal right now, priority 1 is burn some clock and then get a good shot if you can. This is handed off on the outside. They will kick it back into the waiting hands of Contreras. Contreras swings it around. Again, Liberal not in any hurry, but now Salina South takes it away. Brooklyn Jordan up the floor to make it a 1-point game and drops it in. 48-47 our score. Liberal falling apart here late in the game, and Salina South has been right there every step of the way to capitalize. Lady Cougars looking for one more stop as we enter the final minute of this game. Again, a 1-point contest. They trailed by as many as 11. Trying to get the stop here. Jordan almost takes it away. Ball comes back on the outside. You wonder when South will foul? There it is. There's your answer. The problem is Salina South had just 1 team foul going into the final minute. They've got 3 fouls left to give, and I think that's part of what Coach Dustin Ebert wants to talk about, as we will keep it right here, but you gotta foul fast if you're gonna do this. 50 seconds remaining, you trail by 1. The nice thing is you do have room to gamble for steals and play more aggressively on the defensive end. As long as you don't give up an easy bucket, this does give you a little bit more leeway to try to make something special happen here late in the game. But if you do put yourself in a position where the only way you can get the ball back is by fouling and sending Liberal to the line, you got to rack that foul count up here a little bit faster, and you got to be careful about who does it. So far, you look at the players on the floor right now. El Barth has 1 foul. Brooklyn Jordan and Riley Moss both have 3. Peyton Fritz has only got 2, and that's big at this point in the game because Fritz can still be an option to foul. But whatever you have here, you cannot afford to have a player like Fritz foul out. Again, she is not in any real foul trouble at this juncture, and that's big. So 48-47 is our score. 48.8 left to go. Liberal with the lead in the basketball. And they will look to inbound it here. It'll be a side out inbound out of the south timeout. Peyton Fritz guards the inbounder. She's got a good 6 inches on her. Ball comes in. Liberal dribbling it around. There's the foul. It'll be the 3rd on El Barth. And you hear right now, and rightfully so, Coach Ebert saying, look, just be aggressive trying to steal this. That's what I'm talking about. You play the aggressiveness instead of playing the foul game while you have 45 seconds on the clock. Again, Fritz to guard the inbounder, doing jumping jacks. Now high knees. Ball's going to be kicked into the corner. South fell asleep, and it's going to be laid in here. An easy bucket for Shamari Lewis. Now time starting to wind down. Ball back in the hands of Tamia Cheeks. 34 seconds left to go. A 3 for Barth is off the mark, and the rebound is fought for. A lot of contact, late whistle, and I believe this is going to be the 4th. Trying to make sure they give this to who I think they're giving it to, and they will. It's the 4th foul on Riley Moss. It's the 4th team foul for Salina South, but the situation changes here. Now you're down by 3. Trying to steal away an inbound to force a 5-second count. Ball does come in. South trying to gamble for the steal, and oh boy, Riley Moss just got body checked. And the foul is on her, and actually she may have just gone in for the contact. So there are 2 quick fouls, and that's going to take Riley Moss out of the game. Shernight is done. And checking in to replace her is Mercedes Tarver, but now you send Shamari Lewis, an excellent free throw shooter, to the line with a chance to make this a 2-possession game. First free throw, up and in. Or up and out, sorry. Another free throw coming here though. Second on the way to make it a 4-point game. Missed them both. Rebound taken in here by Tarver. Salina South, oh boy, they had life, but her pocket gets picked from behind, and Fritz has to commit her 3rd to send Haley Contreras back to the line. Golden opportunity there, gone by the wayside for Salina South, as they were right there and just couldn't get it across the timeline. And there is the free throw that will make it a 2-possession game. Haley Contreras can stretch it to 4. Second free throw up and in. It goes from 4 to 5. Peyton Fritz fires it in. Salina South, whatever they're going to do, it's got to be fast. Brooklyn Jordan speeding up the floor, kicks in the corner. Barth, a 3! She nailed it! El Barth, the sophomore, knocks down a tray just like a senior. And she's got Salina South back within 2 here with 10.4 seconds to go. The Lady Cougars have life here late in this game, and this has lived up to the hype. But what a shot for El Barth. Again, she had gone pretty quiet after knocking down an early 3-pointer. Just those 3 points on the scoreboard for her. But now, a full timeout, and boy, again, what a game we've been treated to here. If you had a chance to tune in early this morning, first of all, glad you woke up and decided to spend your morning with us. Happy to be bringing you coverage here of Salina South girls basketball. 3rd place game at the SIT, and the Lady Cougars not going down without a fight, trying to pick up some hardware in their home tournament. One last chance to steal an inbound here. This would be big if they could find a way to get it. Ball is going to be taken in, and Peyton Frey's doing what she had to do. She grabbed Contreras by the arm. She was not going to let her go. The foul is going to go against Elle Barth. It is her fourth, which does keep Fritz out of trouble. 2 made free throws would effectively put this out of reach. You're hoping for a split or maybe even 2 misses here if you're South. And the first goes in. Haley Contreras, for all intents and purposes, with an opportunity to put this game on ice right here if she can sink the second free throw. And she does. So she gets them both. Fritz will throw the ball in here to Brooklyn Jordan. South will bring it up the floor and look for one more quick score. Jordan will fire a 3 herself. That's off the mark, no good. Barth goes back up. Her shot an air ball. Cheeks tries to pull in the rebound, but time expires. And when all is said and done, this is going to go down as a 54-50 victory for the Liberal Lady Red. They will take home the 3rd place trophy here at the SIT. And with that, we will step away and we will actually go ahead and wrap up our coverage of this game. But again, if you're interested in tuning in for the second of our doubleheader, we will have coverage of the boys' 3rd place game. That between Abilene on the other side of the bracket. They will be in action here in just about 20 minutes. We'll have coverage of that one coming at you here on the Salina Post. But once again, it will be the 3rd place game between Abilene and Great Bend. That'll just about do it for this one, though. Salina South battles down the stretch, but they ultimately fall at the hands of Liberal. 54-50, our final. And you caught this game right here on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Okay, our 3rd place finisher in this year's SIT tournament, the Liberal Lady Red. We're going to present our medals first. Number 1, Kylie Ryan. Number 5, Shamari Lewis. Number 10, Trinity Oliveira. Number 13, Ruby Alvarez. Number 14, Lexi Miller. Number 15, Madison Hammond. Number 20, Zoe Torres. Number 21, Ellie Hatcher. Number 22, Hannah McCarter. Number 23, Haley Contreras. And number 44, Camila Delgado.
Yeah.
All good.
Head coach for
with how many
the Redskins, Brandy Fowler.
No, you're good. With how many games we're doing, like I am,
Assisted by Chris
no
Brooks
pregame,
and
no
Liz
postgame,
Pfizer.
like